What does it mean to be rich? Is it the weight of your gold? The applause of strangers? The gleam of your car? Your title? Your bank account? We chase these things like lifelines, but what if they're chains? The Stoics believed something dangerous, something liberating. Wealth is not in what you own, but in what you no longer need. This is a story about a different kind of wealth. One that no market crash can destroy, one that no thief can steal, one that survives when everything else crumbles. Welcome to Stoic verse. The richest man owns nothing. We live in the age of more. More screens, more things, more ambition, and still, somehow, less peace. Look around. Wealth is now a performance, a feed, a flex, a filter. But Seneca, one of the wealthiest men in ancient Rome, saw through the illusion. It is not the man who has too little, he said, but the one who craves more, who is poor. The poor man isn't the one without things. It's the one who's never satisfied, who is always hungry, even while full. Wealth without peace is a prison, and chasing more is a race that never ends. Seneca had palaces, power, prestige, yet every month he did something strange. He stripped himself of luxury, wore the roughest clothes, ate the plainest food, slept on the ground, and he asked himself, is this what I feared? It's called practicing poverty, a Stoic exercise in resilience. Not to glorify suffering, but to conquer the fear of it. If you can survive with little, no one can take your freedom, because your freedom lives within. Try it. Live simply for a few days. Remove distractions, turn off the noise, eat less, own less, crave less, and you may realize you already have enough. What if everything you believed about success is wrong? We're taught that success is about climbing, winning, shining, outdoing. But Marcus Aurelius, Emperor of Rome, said, we love ourselves more than other people, yet care more about their opinion than our own. What good is success if it costs your soul? The Stoics redefined it. Success is self-respect, integrity, the ability to look in the mirror without regret. Not how loudly the world claps, but how quietly your heart beats when the room is silent. Maybe the real flex is inner peace. So if money isn't real wealth, what is? The Stoics gave us the answer. Virtue, not fortune, not fame. Not followers, but values. Wisdom, knowing what truly matters. Courage, doing what's right, even when it's hard. Just acting with fairness toward others. Temperance, mastering your impulses and desires. These aren't just ideas, they're a foundation. They can't be taxed, they can't be taken. They live inside you. Seneca wrote, he is most powerful who has power over himself. In a noisy world full of empty treasures, that kind of wealth is rare and priceless. You've probably heard it said, you are enough. But the Stoics ask something deeper. What is enough for you? Not just emotionally, but materially. What is enough money? Enough recognition? Enough attention? Enough ambition? If you don't regard what you have as enough, they warned, you'll be miserable, no matter how much you possess. Enough isn't a number, it's a choice. It's the wisdom to stop chasing, to appreciate what is, to say this is sufficient, I am whole. And in that moment, you become the richest person alive. The world teaches us to master others. Stoicism teaches us to master ourselves. Epictetus, born a slave, later a philosopher, said, wealth consists not in having great possessions, but in having few wants. He had nothing, yet he was free. Free from craving, free from fear, free from comparison. True power is internal, not status, not titles, not control, but sovereignty over your own mind. Stillness in the storm, clarity when all else is chaos. Make yourself rich, Musonius Rufus said, not by increasing your possessions, but decreasing your desires. That is the wealth no one can steal. So what makes a person truly rich? Not a vault full of gold, not applause that fades, not things that break, but peace that endures, discipline that guides, and a soul in harmony with itself. The greatest wealth, Seneca said, is a poverty of desires. Let that be your compass. If this resonated with you, reflect, comment, subscribe. We're building not just an audience, but a brotherhood of thinkers. This is Stoic Verse. Until next time, live rich by needing less.